News. 24 hours. News,
I'm
Mississippi.
Courtney Carter, and this is the Weekly Rundown. Now, one of the top stories for this week is EdBuild and what they're doing to look at the Mississippi Adequate Education Program formula. But it's not so much around EdBuild. It's about everything surrounding EdBuild. The fact that there is a contract with the state lawmakers and this organization to help revamp the Mississippi Adequate Education Program formula, or MAEP. So here's the deal. Earlier this week, the House Rules Committee ruled that contracts could only be viewed by state lawmakers. Now, this is something that the public saw as a way of being non-transparent, of being secretive, of hiding things. But that's not actually the case, according to Speaker Pro Tem Greg Snowden. He said that actually before this ruling, lawmakers couldn't even look at it, only select few on the House and Senate committees, and so therefore this ruling actually made it possible for all of the lawmakers to come in and look at this contract. They couldn't make copies of it, they couldn't go to the media, that kind of thing, but they could still be transparent by sharing this with representatives. Now, after that, there was a meeting Thursday at the state capitol, and here's what happened. Tons of parents, teachers, advocates showed up to talk with EdBuild. That was supposed to be the plan. But a lot of them actually ended up talking to the lawmakers and taking them to task about how they're wanting to revamp MAEP, the formula that's been in place for nearly 20 years, but has only been fully funded twice. Now, there were even some parents who said that you should use the KISS method on this. Keep it simple, stupid. Just fund the formula. That's what they were saying. And you can check more on that online at newsms.fm. Now, another big story, runoffs are happening across the state. November 29th is voting day 2.0, as I've been calling it. So you'll want to make sure that you make a swing by your ballot box again on November 29th. If you were eligible to vote in the last election on November 8th, you're still good to vote this time, even if you did not utilize your right to vote for the president or other elections that were going on at that time. You can still vote on November 29th. Now, surely you've heard of Brexit by now. You've heard of Nigel Farage. And of course, you know of President-elect Donald Trump. And a lot of people are comparing the two and talking about how they were both a movement of the people who were just tired of the status quo. But how was that connection made? Well, actually, according to the new book, The Bad Boys of Brexit, that connection was made by your own Governor Phil Bryant and some of his staff. And so you can read about that on our website at newsms.fm. Now, if you're hitting the woods this weekend for hunting season, or you're thinking about having a bonfire with as cold as it's going to be, you're going to have to nix that plan. Here's the thing. There's still burn bans all across the state. 77 counties are under a burn ban. Here's what that means. You're going to have to be careful with your grill, because even the smallest spark could start a wildfire. You're also not able to do bonfires, burn trash, leaves, anything like that. Now, if you're caught burning, it could be a $500 fine. So you want to make sure that you're not doing anything that you're not supposed to be doing. Again, having a charcoal or a barbecue grill, gas grill is fine, but you're just going to have to be extra careful with it. And if you're looking for other plans for this weekend, everything from festivals to food, it is all online under our Mississippi Weekend article. You can check that out at newsms.fm. And if you need more information on demand, you can download the News Mississippi app for Android or iOS. Just search for News Mississippi in your app store. For the Weekly Rundown, I'm Courtney Carter.